In this video, I'll be helping you with a math topic called Evaluating Square Roots, seen here in the OpenStax College Algebra text. We're told first that a principal square root is a non-negative number that when multiplied with itself equals what's under the radical. So the entire thing is our radical expression. That includes the radical, and the value underneath is the radicand. And we start with the question, does the square root of 25 equal plus or minus 5? And the thing to recall here is that this radical that we use to express square roots, even though we only say square root, it is the principal square root. So we always mean the non-negative number when we use the radical sign. We're looking for the principal square root, and since that is the non-negative number that when multiplied by itself equals here 25, we would only say 5 and not the minus 5. And then we have a few examples here where we are evaluating square roots. The first is the square root of 100. So this is asking what number times itself equals 100. And since 10 times itself is 100, the square root of 100 is 10. For B, we have two radicals. We have an outside radical and an inside radical. And for this, we can just think of order of operations, or thinking of these as nested radicals. We would want to start with the innermost radical. So inside of the larger radical, we're saying, what is the square root of 16? What number times itself is 16? And since 4 times itself is 16, that square root of 16 is 4, but we still have this outer radical to evaluate. That is asking the same question, but this time for 4. What number times itself is 4? And 2 times itself is 4. For C, we have, again, a larger radical with 25 plus 144 inside that radical. And again, we have to work from the inside out. So we would first do the addition. 25 plus 144 would be 169. And now we can ask what number times itself is 169. And 13 times itself is 169, so that square root is 13. And then for example D, we have two radicals. The first, the square root of 49. The second, the square root of 81. Again, following order of operations, we would need to evaluate these radicals first. What number times itself is 49? 7 times itself is 49. Minus what number times itself is 81? 9 times itself is 81. Now that we've evaluated the radicals, we can do the subtraction. 7 minus 9 is a negative 2. So we have evaluated all of these radical expressions.